Hello and welcome to Brave Souls Rewind, the show where I 200 older characters so you don't have to. Today I'll be covering the Lost Asian version of Ikkaku, who if I'm being honest is one of my least favorite characters in the entire game, if only because I've summoned him so many times off of tickets, and at this point I'm sick of him. That said, just because a character is common doesn't mean they're not still usable, so let's find out just where Ikkaku stands. Now love him or hate him, Ikkaku has the second highest attack in the game right now, thanks in part to his soul trait. And while before he only had a plus 20 bruiser, after his resurrection he now has a plus 50 bruiser, which is actually pretty good. A lot of good normal attacking characters have a 50% bruiser. Take White Zangetsu for example. And that's not all. This Ikkaku also has a boost move strong attack too, as well as enhancer, so his attack is actually through the roof. With that said, this build is actually no good. Yes, he can deal a decent amount of damage, but his normal attack string is so long that enemies have more than enough time to interrupt it, and often you won't get off your entire attack string before that exact thing happens. Even characters you're attacking can interrupt you, since they won't really get knocked down until the last attack on the string, which in his case comes extremely late. It's also very one-directional, so don't expect it to hit any enemies in the side while you're attacking. It's really weird that a character with a plus 50 bruiser, a really high attack, a boost move with enhancer, and a plus 20 long reach won't have a viable normal attack build, but here we are. Next up we have the strong attack damage / strong attack recharge build. Now, this guy doesn't have the highest SP, obviously, but he does have a plus 40 berserker, and when it comes to strong attacks, part of their damage does stem from your actual attack stat, so he does more damage with them than you think. Unfortunately, since this strong attack 2 is a boost move, it takes a little longer to come back, and so you can't really spam his strong attacks under this build, with the exception of his strong attack 1, which if I'm being honest sucks. It takes forever to activate and only hits 3 times, and it's very likely to not break guards because the enemies have time to move out of the way, and that's definitely something you need for this character. Then we have his normal attack, which you'll definitely be using under this build, and as we established already, it's not great. Under this build it still does do damage, but the normal attack string still sucks, and once again you can be interrupted easily. So yeah, this build is not viable either. Now finally we have the hybrid build, and this build is definitely better than the other two. His normal attack never didn't do damage, whether it was with a normal attack damage build or a strong attack recharge build, so under this build, as you could imagine, it also dealt a decent amount of damage. Problem once again was the actual normal attack string. Luckily, unlike the normal attack damage build, your strong attacks actually dealt damage here, so you had those to fall back on. Still, you eventually do have to use his normal attack, and well, you see where this is going. It is the best of the 3 builds, no doubt about it, but it's still not a viable build. The enemies just have too long a window to attack before getting knocked down with the final attack of the string. So yeah, while I was able to finish the quests with this character in all 3 builds, he did take a lot of damage in all of them, since he kept being interrupted. In fact, I think the only reason I was able to survive is because I had him 5 out of 5, and the extra slot was a 3-star stamina one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know what other characters you want to see in a rewind.